Hey everyone, Sarah here. Today's video is about building muscle. I have to say it's not really my goal before I go any further, although it is a great goal to have, especially if you're vegan, just to prove to other people that no matter what your goals are, you can achieve them as a vegan. I will show you my muscles. There we go. Keeping in mind though, I did just finish a water fast about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and my arms were very, very skinny after that, not much muscle left. So this muscle I've got here has been built in the last it took me a while to recover from the fast, so it's only really in the last 3-4 weeks at the most that I've got back into the weight training. But weight training isn't really my thing, so for me getting back into it is like doing an hour a week tops. Like I do grit strength, which I haven't been able to lift that heavy in. Grit strength, for those of you that don't know, is like a high intensity weight / cardio class. But yeah, so I've been doing that, so I count that as half an hour of work, and then just a little bit in the gym, just because I've got the internal rotation through my shoulders and shoulder injuries, so I've just been doing a bit of back work in the gym to try and get my posture right. And with the back work, the biceps generally work in most, so that's all I've done. So yeah, if you want proof that you can get really big as a vegan, check out a video I posted on my Facebook page, Sarah Vegan Cutting, and I'll post a link in the description below. There's a massive guy there that eats a high carb vegan diet. So but anyway, I am a qualified personal trainer. I've been qualified registered personal trainer since 2008, so I do have experience. I've built a lot of muscle in myself in the past when I used to be into weight training, and also helped many clients with that goal achieve their goals to build muscle and exceed their goals. So I do know what I'm talking about. Lots of experience in the area. So my first tip for building muscle is lift as heavy as you can. As heavy as you can. Don't worry about the reps, just go as heavy as you can. So the rep's going to be different for everyone depending what level they're at. If you're new to weight training, what you perceive to be heavy is probably different to what someone who's used to lifting really, really heavy. They might perceive that same weight as light, even if they have the same strength. So just lift as heavy as you can. So basically, an experienced weightlifter going for building muscle is going to be doing around 4 to 6 reps. And then, yeah, you know, I work in sort of the 8 to 12 rep range, but because I'm so inconsistent with my weight training and got injuries and things like that, sometimes I'm working at a weight towards the end of my session that I can do for 15 reps. But basically, if you can do 15 reps of something, you're lifting too light to get results. So you want to go as heavy as you can. Depending how experienced you are. If you go too heavy when you're new to weight training, you're going to injure yourself. I will mention females are a bit different to males in that our muscles can be stronger than our joints. So when we're lifting our heaviest, what our muscles can handle and what we're capable of, and our joints aren't used to it when we're new to weight training, we can actually hurt our joints quite a lot. So it is good to ease your way into it. You know, start with the lighter weight where you can do 15 reps for a few sets, and then, but you want to progress every week. So you're lifting so heavy that you can't get 12 reps out, and then you're lifting so heavy it's a struggle to get 9 reps out. That's how you get the big muscle fast. So you want to also lift so heavy that you're kind of shaking when you push it up. You're just really going to your max, challenging your limits. So most guys I know in the gym scene, they'll train in body parts. I think that's only beneficial if you're committed to training 5 days a week and you know that you're in the habit and getting yourself to the gym 5 days a week. You know, you want to train every muscle group at least once a week to get results. I know I myself will lose strength if I go a week without training, which I always do. So you know, consistency. Get to the gym regularly. That's really important for getting results. Make the habit of going regularly. That's where I fail. So that's why I'm not a big muscly person, and also because I just don't want to be. I like feeling light for my running. I'm more of a cardio person. So consistency, another big tip. Also, I like to make my sessions time effective, so I'm building as much muscle as I can in that session. So I train in full body parts. The most I've ever trained in a week is probably 3 times. So, and on a fruitarian diet you recover very, very quickly. So, you know, you should be able to train your full body every couple of days. Yeah, you get much less, I don't know, you just heal a lot faster when you're on a fruitarian based diet. So I like supersetting between upper body and lower body, because when you're lifting really heavy, you have the rest in between sets so that you can lift really, really heavy again your next set. But if you've just done an upper body weights exercise, the upper body muscles need to rest. You might as well fill in that time with doing your lower body. So that's the way I work, just so that I'm building as much muscle as I can in every session. So going from an upper body exercise to a lower body, upper body, lower body. Okay, so the next thing's diet. As I've just said, eating a fruitarian diet really helps with recovery. So, you know, one of my passions is helping people let go of the protein myth. It is just all crap. Watch that video I just mentioned. I'll post in the description below. It's getting enough calories. If you're getting enough calories, you automatically get enough protein. Now, protein is not going to help you lift heavy at all. The body works off carbohydrates. So you need lots of carbohydrates for your strength, so that your body more easily converts carbohydrates to energy. When you're doing strong power moves with weights, that's what your body is using, carbohydrates. The only reason why people do get results from upping their protein is because most of the population is low in carbohydrates, and protein is the second form of, or second nutrient the body goes to. It then has to convert it to carbohydrate to be able to help the muscles work. So having extra protein can make up for that lack in carbohydrates, but you're going to be able to lift a lot heavier off carbohydrates, off a high carb diet compared to a high protein diet. If you're getting sufficient carbohydrates, your body uses so little protein that it's impossible to not get enough if you're meeting your calorie needs. So get on the carbs, that's going to help. And when I switched from a cooked vegan diet to a raw vegan diet, high carbohydrate, mainly fruit, I wasn't even eating much salad then. Your greens are really good for helping the muscles function well, but you know, I was just loving fruit and just eating nothing but fruit. I put on 2.5 kilos of muscle within a few weeks. I was training, I think, 2 to 3 times a week then, and put on 2.5 kilos of muscle. And I had gone from not doing weights, because I didn't have much energy to do them on a cooked vegan diet, to doing weights 2 to 3 times a week. And in those first few weeks, 2.5 kilos of muscle. So there you go. Eat well, eat raw. If you look at Robert Cheek, he runs the vegan bodybuilding website. Most of his diet is now fruit, and he's still quite a big guy. Awesome bodybuilder. So that's what I recommend for diet, and then that gives you all-round health as well. Eating raw vegan, you don't need the protein powder. Eating steak and things like that, your body has to work so hard to break it down into amino acids for the muscle. It's not going to help your training routine or anything at all. And vegans did dominate a major bodybuilding contest in America last year. The Plant Strong team dominated. So check out the vegans on bodybuilding.com. You know, the proof is there in front of your eyes. You can build muscle as a vegan. Now, most of these successful vegan bodybuilders, I have heard, I think it was Justin Morgan, he did a video saying that they Their macronutrient ratio is 60% carbohydrate, 20% protein and 20% fats. And you can easily get that on a raw vegan diet. You just have to include a bit more avocado, nuts and seeds at night time. So that's if you're going for real muscle building. If you're going for health, I recommend the ratios of about 90% carbohydrates, 5% protein, 5% fats, roughly. So that's what works for me, making me feel healthy. So yeah, getting enough calories, that is the key to building muscle. You can't get bigger if you're calorie deficient. So if you want to get bigger, you have to eat. But I find when I'm weight training, all I have to do is listen to my body, because my appetite will increase with weight training, especially if I do a heavy session out of the blue. My body's not used to it. A lot of muscle tearing goes on. My appetite will rage, and I just follow that and listen to my body. You don't need to sort of force in extra. That's not going to serve anything. But you know, I will feel like eating 4,500 calories after a heavy weight session some days, and if my body's asking for it, I'll feed it. So if you go with your appetite, you're going to eat the exact right amount. Of course, it wouldn't be healthy to eat 4,500 calories for someone my size on a standard diet. But you know, as a fruitarian, it's perfectly safe to do if your body is working through that food and using it. So there you go, get enough calories, listen to your body, eat when it's hungry. Having said that though, if you've been on this fruitarian diet for a long time, your body can become, or done water fast, your body can become more efficient so that you don't need as many calories for the body to rebuild muscle. So Mike Blassity, for example, he's got massive muscles. He's a power lifter rather than a bodybuilder, but he does happen to have really big muscles as well. He's been fruitarian for, I don't know, 6.5 years or something like that, and he only eats 2,500 calories a day, less than me, and I'm like a little 48 kilo girl. So because his body is so clean and efficient for being on the lifestyle for a longer period of time than me. So always listen to your body. Calorie needs are different for everyone. But you know, you will get hungry if you need those extra calories from your weight training, and your muscle will build from that. That's probably something that slowed down my muscle building over the last few weeks as well, because my focus has been cleansing and healing my body, not building muscle. So I've been on a strict eating plan since my fast ended, which involves having 2 of my 3 fruit meals as high water content. So I've basically been having papaya, or pawpaw we call it in Australia, for both breakfast and lunch every day. It's just what I've felt like, and that's 92% water. So if you're living off food, I've even had it for all 3 meals some days. I'm very low on the bananas and dates at the moment, so I'm wanting my body to continue the healing process. So very hard to get those big calories in when you're living off food that's 92% water content, because it fills you up so much before you get too many calories, before you get excessive amounts of calories in. So yeah, once I get back on the bananas and dates again, which I'm going to with the weather cooling down and stuff now, you might see more muscle progression in me. But like I said, it's definitely not my main goal. But I want to help all you vegans out there who have that as a goal, because you are setting a good example for the rest of the public. So thanks heaps for listening, and I'll see you next video.